Good morning. It is day 40 of my Mountains to Sea Trail adventure, and hiking the Neusiok today. Gonna try to do the whole thing in a day. Don't know that I would recommend that. However, it's hot as blazes out here. And I don't know, I don't really want to try and deal with camping and the water carry and everything that goes with the backpacking aspect. Which I guess I could have gotten Jennifer to bring me water at a junction or something, but long story short is the plan has me doing this in a day. And so I'm going to try and do it in a day. And that's pretty much it. It feels a little better here in the shade. I have a feeling I'm going to need the hat today just to keep the biting flies off. Pretty sure I am on the MST. However, I don't see any MST blaze. Except maybe something right at the beginning of the trail back there. Really don't remember. MST Guide app is definitely showing this as the spot though, so I think I'm on the right track. And this is a Pine Cliffs area, definitely a lot of pine trees around. I think it may be a mix of longleaf and loblolly. That almost looks like a Virginia pine right there. Pretty sure that one is a longleaf. That is not a longleaf. It may not be a Virginia pine either. Doggone if it don't look like it though. The little cones. I actually don't think, that's probably something else. There's another variety other than Virginia that's got shorter needles. I bet that's what that is. Anyways, the needles on that look too long for Virginia pine. Oh, alas. Okay, so no one in the equestrian parking lot. I probably will have the trail mostly to myself today, I expect, except for the critters. So, there you go. Alright, this is coming up on the Neuse River. Alright, I think I made a navigational error. Yeah, I see it now. So there's the tree. I'm supposed to bear right. It's like a lot of people have made the navigational error here. But here's the MST blaze. Not a lot of it in these parts. Faint path. We're going to go past this little thing here. I'd turned left into the woods too early, walking along the beach there. So I think there is a trail just a little bit further up here. Who knows? Maybe it's this thing right here. Oh my. Ooh, what was that? That's scary. Oh, dear goodness. Yeah, I don't think a lot of people make it this far. Oh gosh. Hope I pick up something that looks a little more like single track here in a minute. Okay, this is getting better. Yeah. Woo! That other trail I was on was a whole lot easier going. A little bit of poison ivy sprinkled in through here. You're allergic, watch yourself. Wearing long pants today, so. Goodness gracious. Y'all, I'm feeling a little bit critical right now. I kind of think that on the reroute, they could have just picked that other little trail. I'm pretty sure this is it. But my goodness. There's another trail just the other side of this that appears to go to a junction with this trail. Been a whole lot easier to find. But alas. Alright, this is starting to look like single track. Let me check the MST guide and see what it says. Alright, it's happy with me now, so I guess this is it. Okay. So, there you go. Oh. That was not an easy wayfind. Alright, so the last mile or so has been pretty rough going. Finally catching a view of the water again over there through the trees. It's been thick. In places it's been low, as in I've had to duck to get under things. Couldn't just push it out of the way. A lot of poison ivy, so I've had to watch my step. And yeah. Supposedly the Neusiok is the only long distance hiking trail in the east of North Carolina. There might be a reason for why that is. Probably not too many people hiking it in the summer either. Oh. One thing about it, it has been pretty dry. I could definitely see some places as I was hiking the equestrian trail up that would lead me to believe that it had been underwater recently. So I'm thankful for that. Generally speaking, I think the less water out here, the easier it is going to be for me to hike through, both from the wet boots and the bug factor. Ooh. Yeah, poison ivy just kind of pops up in places. Woo-hoo. Trying not to get it all over my pants because I'm still going to have to adjust my pants. Here's what I'm talking about. Gets down low, comes in on you. Hard to get through. I don't know. Like everything else, I'm sure there are people that live for this. I don't think I'm one of them. Well, I can't say that these boardwalks are like super confidence inspiring, but they do beat walking through the muck. Let's see, Carteret County Wildlife Club, 1995. Well, I would say this is holding up remarkably well to have been built in 1995. Alright, and it's getting thick again. Oh, bamboo. Alright. Just wanted to show y'all some of that. I understand there's supposed to be a lot of boardwalks on here from the different videos I've watched of people coming through here. Hoping the southern 19 maybe, hoping the southern end of this is nicer than the northern end. Otherwise, my plan of finishing today may be out the window. Should not be good. have a ferry to catch tomorrow. Oh yeah, and just for kicks, I'll mention that since the Cherry Point Marine Corps, I think it's Marine Corps Air Station, is just over that away somewhere. Jets have been flying over. I think I heard a helicopter. So it's not entirely a peaceful walk through the woods. That and the biting flies have been hitting pretty much all morning. So got that. DEET seems to be keeping the mosquitoes at bay. I have to reapply that after a while. Alright, I have come upon the first of the lodges. This is the Copperhead Landing. Water pump has been removed. Yeah. Nice. I mean, that will do it. We got a little broom there to clean out. They provide a shovel for digging your cat holes with. Alright, and there's plenty of poison ivy on the little trail leading over here. Okay. Alright, I'm moving along. GPS says that I am averaging 2.5 overall, 2.7 moving, which is probably good enough to get me out of the woods today. I'd really like to be up 2.8, 2.9, and I may be able to pull that off as the afternoon progresses. Might get some rain. So, there you go. Alright, I'm getting close to the NC 306 crossing, and the trail seems to be a little better worn here. Or maybe people actually come out on this part of it. I don't think many people make it all the way up there to the northern part of it, and that's totally understandable because it's pretty stinking hard to get to. I think that's one of those sections that pretty much thru hikers are going to be about the only people that get to see. The Neusiok has, now that I'm actually on it, it has markers, or so far it's had markers every mile. I think the last one I saw was 17. And for me, it's going to be a countdown as I go south. The numbers are going to go down, continue going down. I hope that the trail continues being reasonably passable. Had a down tree or two. One that was real fresh. My leaves are still green and everything. But stuff like that's to be expected on any trail. There's some of that further back there that really just needs some weed whackers to go through it. Not sure if I hear the wind behind me or rain or some combination of the two. Clouds are definitely looking like rain. Over kind of behind me. Possible that'll make it my way. Possible another one will fire up and pass over me. So I'm just going to try and keep moving and make as good a time as I can here. Another one of these boardwalks. Yeah, there's definitely rain coming. Oh yeah, I'll say too, the water I've seen under these boardwalks, a lot of it's been clear enough that I would consider drinking it, so just for what that's worth to anybody watching. Alright, this boardwalk was labeled Cottonmouth Spa. Some of those people in the Carteret Wildlife Club might have a little bit twisted sense of humor. Anyways, this is definitely the longest boardwalk I've been on today. I think I'm past the watery part where the spa was located. Huh, there you go. Cottonmouth Spa. Mosquitoes are fierce. Had to soak myself with DEET so I could sit down and eat a little bit of lunch. Let's see. We're at Wildlife Club 2007. Oh, thanks, folks. That made that a lot easier walk. Yeah, had rain. Now it looks like I've got sun. Heard thunder. Usually hearing thunder, at least this summer, has been the sign that I'm going to get wet. Haven't put on the rain gear yet though today. Just some sprinkles, enough to, even steady rain, just enough to put the camera away. 13 to go. Getting under 10 is a psychological boon for me. I'm looking forward to that. Alright. Yep, nothing to do but keep moving. If you stop, the bugs will eat you. DEET makes me feel weird too. I get it. So does the other bug spray too. It just makes me like, I don't know, feel hot and tingly, I guess. A lot of boardwalks along here. This is the section of the Neusiok between 306 and 101. Alright, I just passed the dogwood shelter a little bit back. It's maybe 3/4 of a mile south of 101. This water is filmy here, so if I was staying at the dogwood shelter, I would not be pulling water from that. So dogwood shelter is pretty much out unless you can carry enough water in. I don't know that it looks like that all the time, but you know, for what it's worth. Unless you got water, you ain't staying there. Copperhead Landing, seems like that one had water just in the river or sound or creek or whatever you want to call it there beside of it. You could probably filter that and maybe treat it too if you were trying to camp there. Alright, I think I'm going through the part right now where I've seen others that posted videos of this show water on the trail. At least in certain parts I've been able to see where it definitely looked like there could have been standing water during wetter times. I guess if you hit it when it's dry, doesn't seem to be a whole lot. I've had some mucky places, but for the most part the boardwalks have covered up all of the wet spots along the trail, and this has been pretty thick through here. Going through this, I think it's mostly longleaf pine forest. Looks like it could use a controlled burn through here to take some of this undergrowth down, but today was a good day to wear pants. Been making a lot of contact with stuff. Alright, I have emerged from the woods onto Billfinger Road, also known as Forest Road 147. I'm going to turn right on Forest Road 169 and walk for a right good ways. For those of you that aren't around these parts, it's probably a few miles. Just past the mile marker number 8 too, so I'm closing in on the end. On pace to be done hiking around 6:30. Oh look, there's an MST marker. Alright, after that long road walk, I'm back on the trail. It's definitely tightened up again. Some places I'm having to duck and dodge and push things out of the way. And the riding spiders are pretty big around here for this time of year. At least where I'm from, they don't get big. Ow, bless it. Goodness gracious. They don't get big until maybe October. There's plenty of big ones around here having to stop and break down webs. I don't want them crawling on me. Alright, just crossed Forest Road 124. Got a little bit less than 4 miles to go to get to Worcester Point campground, and the going here seems a little bit easier than that section between about mile 6.5 and before. That was just rough stuff there. A lot of spider webs. Looked like they had done some maintenance on the trail, so there's a lot of debris down on the trail. So it's just all around, coupled with me being pretty exhausted, made for a pretty hard little walk there. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Let them down. Alright, this section here, I'm probably around the 3 mile marker, give or take a little bit. I haven't seen it yet, but it doesn't really mean anything because I think some of them have been missing, or maybe I just haven't been observant enough. Anyways, it looks like this part they actually went through with some gravel or something, crushed rock, and built this part up, so it's a little bit higher than the surroundings. Trails continue to be, I guess, average for the Neusiok, and just trying to keep moving. Alright, just stopped at the Blackjack Lodge shelter. Had myself a little snack. Almost down to the bottom of my water. Good thing I staged some with the bike, which I could have refilled at Oyster Point too, presumably. Hiking the summer of COVID, or really the summer after COVID, still a lot of the water sources that maybe you could have gotten in the past run upon some water fountains that were still turned off and such. I have a feeling the campground water is probably still going to be on, but I could have checked it this morning, or if I'd wanted to. Anyways, I think I'm under 3 miles now. Maybe getting down closer to like 2.5 or something. Not a whole lot of water source close to the Blackjack Lodge right now. All of the shelters, there's 3 of them. There's Blackjack in the south, Dogwood in the middle, and Copperhead Landing near the north. All the shelters are similarly equipped. Seem to all have like a broom and shovel for, I think I already talked about that earlier actually. And they appear to be about the same size too, so it's not like you're getting anything extra by going to one over the other. Just a matter of where you want to camp at, or spend the night, or what's most convenient for you. I do believe for a traditional thru hiker, hardest thing out here would just be water. Like I said, I've seen some streams that I would take water from, or wouldn't be scared to. I've seen some that I would not take water from. So there you go. A few more miles here. I don't know that the landscape's going to change very much. Longleaf pine pseudo savanna. Haven't burned this one frequently enough to keep it clear underneath. Ah yes, one more word of wisdom. Just past the 2-mile marker as well. It's clear, but it doesn't look like it's floating. Summertime, I guess anytime it's warm enough. This area is pretty ticky. Seem to have collected quite a few ticks, either leading up to it or while I was sitting there at my snack. Check yourself frequently, remove often. Lots of hungry insects out here. Mosquitoes, biting flies, ticks. I've applied quite a bit of DEET to myself today, and all the insect repellents, they kinda sorta keep the critters at bay, but none of them are foolproof. Alright, I'm kind of getting a preview of tomorrow, looking out here at all the marsh grasses. Understand I'm going to see a lot of that on my drive to Cedar Island, or ride. I guess it's technically driving a bicycle. But yeah, there you go. Alright, this is it. The Newport River. Go down here and look out, because the view's about all the reward I'm going to get for doing this today. So I started at the Neuse, hiked over to the Newport River. Oh, the crabs are out. Nice. Shellfish may cause serious illness if eaten. That still don't stop people from eating them though. Biting flies are still out in force. I'm not going to linger. It's nice to take it in. This was truly a day of solitude. I did not see another person on the trail. Looks like somebody camped there, which is fine. This is National Forest Service land. Which I believe is an MST first for me. I don't believe there's been a day where I saw nobody on the trail, period. Now I'm going to bike back to the campground we're staying at. That's going to cover the first few miles of segment 17, and then I'll just leave from the campground in the morning. Long, quiet day, except for the military jets and insects. I guess I'll sign the trail log if this one's in better shape than the other one I saw today. Hey look, it's the 0. I made it. Alright, that brings day 40 to a close. Got a total of like 38, wait, no, 33, 34 miles, something like that. Finished the Neusiok, biked here to What is this place called? Oh my. Oh, Beaufort Waterway RV Park. That's where we're at. So I'll go in here and get a shower and get something to eat. Bring this long day to a close.